A bit of a reversal for Ford. The company is cutting prices of its F-150 Lightning pickup trucks since being released in 2021. The cost of the electric trucks have gone up several times. Prices for all models have been slashed by an average of $8,000. Ford attributed the price cuts to lower costs for raw battery materials and increased plant capacity. Consumers can expect to see these price reductions in October. Well, joining us now to talk all things electric vehicles is John Mcelroy, who is the leading thought leader in the automotive industry. So first, John, what do you think about Ford slashing its prices? What do you think that signifies?
I think there's a lot of things going on here, Amir. Number one, it had, as you pointed out in the package too, or before that, it had raised prices recently by quite a bit, thousands, tens of thousands of dollars. Now the raw material prices for batteries are coming down. They were able to cut the price. They're going to triple the production of that truck, or at least put in the manufacturing capacity to triple it at the Dearborn truck plant. So Ford saw an opportunity to cut prices. But I'd also point out, Tesla just announced it's going to start manufacturing its electric pickup truck. And I don't think it's a coincidence that as soon as Tesla announces its truck is going into production, Ford announces that it's cutting prices.
But Ford and Tesla are teaming up in some other ways for electric vehicles, right? Mainly the charging stations?
I don't know if teaming up is the right word. What the legacy automakers have all discovered is Tesla has the best charging system that's out there. And so they're running to Tesla begging for help. Please let us use your charging system. So I don't know if that's teaming up. But Tesla did say yes to Ford, come on board.
Yeah, I'm sure that comes with some dollars, though.
I'm not sure if it's going to be dollars per se, but it's definitely going to be revenue for Tesla, because as all these Ford owners of electric vehicles use Tesla's charging system, all that money goes to Tesla.
Yeah. Well, we talked about earlier the batteries being so heavy that it can make causes for a crash concern for people. Do you think that's going to weigh in on the market for people considering buying those cars?
I don't think people will consider that. I think it's an important issue. It's a critical issue, but it's a little bit blown out of proportion. And the reason I say that is, if you look back over the last couple of decades, the size of full-size pickups and full-size SUVs, I mean, they're enormous. They're gigantic. These trucks have grown dramatically in size and weight. And so the safety experts that you talked to in the package there pointed that out. It's simple physics. A bigger, heavier vehicle is always going to knock a smaller one away. And so we've seen this big increase in trucks and SUVs. Not much has been said about it, but now that electrics are coming out, it seems everybody's so worried about how heavy they are. They are heavier, but I don't think they're dramatically heavier than the big SUVs and pickups that we've seen over the last 20 years.
Talking about the weight and the charging station, we talked earlier this week about, or last week rather, dealers are kind of the ones who are not pushing the EVs right now. What do you think it's going to take to get more of them on the roadways?
Well, some dealers are taking it very seriously. And of course, they're the ones in areas of the country where EVs are selling really well. In fact, a lot of them have recognized if they don't get proactive about selling EVs, they're going to lose sales. But I think part of the problem with other dealers has been there's been a very limited supply of EVs and a very limited model range. That's going to change dramatically in the next 2 years. We're going to see all kinds of EVs in all different market segments at all different price points come out. And I think that's when dealers will be more eager to sell EVs, because they're probably going to have more customers who want them.
Yeah, technology is ever evolving. So is right now really a great time to dive into that EV market, or do we need to give it a little time to kind of get settled?
It depends on your driving habits. So if you drive less than 200 miles a day, and if you can plug in at home, especially if you have a 220 outlet, 220 volts, you're going to love an EV. You'll never go to a gas station again, and electricity is way cheaper than gasoline. But if you do long trips, if you do like cross-country rides 3 or 4 times a year, maybe an EV's not ready for you just yet. We're going to see a second generation of EVs in a couple of years in the 2025, 2026 timeframe. They're going to have much better range, much faster charging time, lower prices. So my recommendation is if you drive less than 100 or 200 miles a day, if you can plug in at home, be my guest, go after it. But I would not buy right now. I would lease, because the technology is changing so fast. You know, you're probably better off getting a 3-year lease, and in 3 years, the technology that's going to be out there available is going to be so much better.
Yeah. Do the leasing prices vary at all between those electric vehicles and traditional?
Look, a price point is a price point. You know, make up a number. A $50,000 vehicle, whether you buy it, you finance it, or you lease it, it's the same whether it's a gas car or an electric car.
Yeah, I got it. Well, Mr. McElroy, thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate all that information.
Thanks.